System76 has released Cosmic Desktop 1.06, and with it comes a wave of thoughtful refinements that continue to shape Cosmic into one of the most exciting modern desktop environments in the Linux ecosystem. If you've been following the journey of Cosmic from its early announcements to its current Rust-powered evolution, this release represents another meaningful step forward. It's not about flashy redesigns or radical overhauls this time. Instead, version 1.06 focuses on polish, stability, workflow improvements, and quality of life upgrades that make daily use smoother and more reliable. From important file manager fixes to better clipboard handling and new terminal hotkeys, this update shows System76's steady commitment to building a cohesive and powerful desktop experience from the ground up. To understand why Cosmic Desktop 1.0.6 matters, it helps to briefly reflect on what Cosmic is trying to achieve. Originally introduced as a customized GNOME experience for _OS, Cosmic has since transformed into an entirely independent desktop environment written in Rust. System76 made the bold decision to build its own desktop stack rather than continue modifying GNOME. The goal has been clear: create a desktop that feels intuitive, efficient, keyboard-friendly, and deeply integrated with the needs of developers, creators, and everyday users alike. Cosmic is not just a theme or extension set. It is a full desktop environment with its own compositor, its own design language, and its own suite of applications. With version 1.0 marking a major milestone earlier, the focus has now shifted to refinement and reliability. Cosmic Desktop 1.06 is a maintenance release in many ways, but that doesn't mean it's minor. These incremental updates are crucial for building user trust and ensuring that the foundation is solid before layering on more ambitious features. In fact, many users will likely appreciate these improvements even more than dramatic new additions, because they directly affect everyday usability. One of the key highlights in this release is the set of fixes and improvements to the Cosmic File Manager. The File Manager is one of the most used applications in any desktop environment. It's where users organize documents, browse downloads, manage projects, and move files across storage devices. Even small bugs in file handling can quickly become frustrating. In Cosmic Desktop 1.06, System76 has addressed several issues that users encountered in previous builds, resulting in a smoother and more predictable experience. File operations such as copying, moving, renaming, and deleting now behave more consistently. Edge cases that previously caused UI glitches or unexpected behavior have been ironed out. For example, scenarios involving drag-and-drop interactions have received attention. In earlier versions, dragging files between directories or onto certain targets could occasionally produce inconsistent visual feedback or fail silently under specific conditions. With 1.06, these interactions feel more reliable, and the visual indicators align more clearly with what is happening under the hood. Another area of improvement in the File Manager relates to directory navigation and refresh behavior. There were reports that certain changes in the file system, especially those triggered externally or by background processes, did not always update immediately in the File Manager view. That could lead to confusion, especially when working in development environments or dealing with synchronized folders. In this release, System76 has improved how the File Manager listens for file system events, making directory contents update more accurately and promptly. Such functionality has also benefited from refinements. While Cosmic File Manager already offers integrated search capabilities, edge cases in filtering results or displaying them correctly have been addressed. This makes finding files within large directories more dependable. Search is an essential productivity feature, and improving its consistency is a quiet but powerful upgrade. Performance tuning is another important theme in the File Manager updates. Cosmic Desktop is written in Rust, and one of the advantages of this choice is performance and safety. With version 1.c, optimizations have reduced unnecessary redraws and improved responsiveness in certain scenarios, especially when dealing with large folders or network-mounted drives. Users who manage extensive media libraries or source code repositories may notice snappier scrolling and fewer momentary freezes. Beyond the File Manager, Clipboard support sees meaningful improvements in this release. Clipboard handling is something many users take for granted until it breaks or behaves unpredictably. In a modern desktop environment, Clipboard functionality needs to handle text, images, files, and sometimes even more complex data types. It also needs to interact properly with Wayland protocols, applications running in different toolkits, and potentially even sandboxed apps. Cosmic Desktop 1.0.6 enhances Clipboard reliability across the board. One area of improvement involves persistence. In certain cases, Clipboard contents might not have been retained as expected when the source application closed. This is a common challenge in Wayland-based environments, where clipboard data is often owned by the application that created it. System76 has worked to improve how clipboard data is managed so that copying content remains dependable, even if the original application is no longer running. Another improvement relates to interoperability between applications. Copying and pasting between Cosmic native apps, GTK apps, and other third-party applications should now feel more seamless. Issues where certain formats were not recognized correctly or where pasted content loss formatting have been addressed. This is especially important for users who regularly copy code snippets, formatted text, or images between tools like browsers, terminals, editors, and chat clients. There have also been fixes around file copy-paste operations via the clipboard. For instance, copying files in the file manager and pasting them into another directory should now behave more consistently, even across different storage. This includes better handling of error conditions, such as when permissions are insufficient or when a destination already contains a file with the same name. Clearer feedback in these cases helps users understand what went wrong and how to proceed. Terminal users will be particularly pleased with the new hotkeys introduced in Cosmic Desktop 1.06. The Cosmic Terminal emulator continues to mature, and this release expands keyboard-driven work. For developers and power users, keyboard shortcuts are not just conveniences. They are essential tools for efficiency. Adding and refining hotkeys can dramatically improve how quickly tasks are completed. New terminal hotkeys enhance navigation, tab management, and general interaction. For example, switching between tabs, opening new tabs, and closing existing ones has become more intuitive and these shortcuts align with conventions users may already know from other popular terminal emulators, reducing the learning curve. At the same time, COSMIC's approach remains consistent with its broader design philosophy, which emphasizes discoverability and customization. In addition to tab management, there have been improvements in text selection and copying within the terminal. Combined with the enhanced clipboard support, this makes working with command line output smoother. Users who frequently copy logs, command outputs, or code fragments will appreciate the tighter integration between the terminal and the rest of the desktop. Hotkey customization also plays a role here. Cosmic Desktop is designed to be flexible, and System76 continues to refine how keyboard shortcuts can be configured globally and within applications. Ensuring that new terminal hotkeys integrate cleanly with system-wide shortcut settings prevents conflicts and empowers users to tailor their setup to match their workflow. Another subtle but meaningful aspect of this release is overall bug fixing and stability improvements across the desktop environment. While not always highlighted individually, these fixes contribute significantly to the experience. Issues related to window management, workspace transitions, and compositor behavior have received attention. Small glitches such as occasional flickering or misaligned UI elements have been reduced or eliminated. Cosmic's tiling capabilities remain one of its standout features. System76's approach to tiling aims to provide a balance between manual control and automatic organization. In version 1.06, refinements to tiling behavior ensure that windows snap and resize more predictably. Edge cases where certain window types did not tile correctly have been addressed, making the tiling system more robust. Workspace handling has also seen improvements. Switching between workspaces should feel fluid and reliable, with fewer visual artifacts. For users who rely on multiple workspaces to separate tasks, such as development, communication, and media editing. These refinements contribute to a more focused and distraction-free workflow. Under the hood, Cosmic Desktop continues to benefit from Rust's safety guarantees and performance characteristics. Each release, including 1.06, builds upon a code base designed to minimize crashes and memory-related issues. While users may not see these changes directly, they translate into a desktop that feels solid and dependable. Accessibility and input handling have not been overlooked either. Improvements in keyboard navigation across various UI elements make the desktop more usable without a mouse. Focus handling has been tightened, ensuring that when users navigate with the keyboard, the correct elements receive input. This is important not only for accessibility, but also for users who prefer keyboard-centric work. The settings application has also benefited from incremental enhancements. While 1.0.6 may not introduce sweeping new settings panels, it refines existing ones. Toggles respond more consistently, and certain options that previously required restarting components now apply more smoothly. These changes reduce friction and make customization feel immediate. Another aspect worth noting is Wayland integration. Cosmic is designed with Wayland as a primary target, and each update improves compliance and behavior under Wayland protocols. Clipboard improvements, input handling fixes, and compositor refinements all contribute to a more mature Wayland experience. As more distributions and users transition fully to Wayland, these improvements become increasingly significant. For pop_OS users, Cosmic Desktop 1.06 arrives as part of System76's broader vision for its operating system. Pop_OS aims to provide a streamlined experience for developers, engineers, and creators. A reliable desktop environment is central to that mission. By focusing on file management stability, clipboard reliability, and terminal productivity, this release directly addresses the needs of that audience. It's also important to consider the broader Linux ecosystem. Cosmic is not limited to pop_OS forever. System76 has expressed intentions to make it more widely available. Each incremental release strengthens its position as a viable alternative to established desktop environments like KDE Plasma and XFCE stability-focused updates like 1.06 demonstrate that Cosmic is not just it's evolving into a mature daily driver environment. Community feedback plays a crucial role in these improvements. Many of the fixes in the file manager and clipboard handling stem from real-world usage reports. The open-source nature of the project allows users to contribute bug reports, suggestions, uneven code. Version 1.0.6 reflects that collaborative process, where user experiences directly shape development priorities. In practical terms, what does this mean for someone installing or updating to Cosmic Desktop 1.0.6? It means fewer interruptions. It means copying and pasting works when you expect it to. It means your file manager reflects changes accurately. It means your terminal responds to keyboard shortcuts in a way that feels natural and efficient. These may sound like small details, but together they define the quality of a desktop environment. There is also a sense of momentum in this release. System76 is clearly committed to iterating quickly and responsibly. Rather than bundling dozens of experimental features into each update, they are refining core components. This disciplined approach often leads to better long-term stability. Looking ahead, releases like 1.06 set the stage for larger enhancements. By stabilizing the file manager and clipboard infrastructure now, future features can build on a dependable base. The same goes for terminal improvements and compositor refinements. Solid groundwork enables innovation without compromising reliability. In summary, Cosmic Desktop 1.0.6 may not be a headline-grabbing overhaul, but it is a deeply meaningful update. It strengthens essential tools like the file manager, EMP, ROVEs, clipboard behavior across applications, introduces useful terminal hotkeys, and enhances overall stability and performance. For users who rely on their desktop every day, these changes make a tangible difference. System76 continues to demonstrate that building a modern desktop environment is not just about bold ideas, but also about careful iteration, responsiveness to feedback, and a relentless focus on user experience. Cosmic Desktop 1.06 embodies that philosophy, bringing the project another step closer to becoming one of the most refined and dependable desktops in the Linux world.